Picture a cliff road just wide enough for one car. Now fill your windscreen with a 50-seat tour coach coming straight at you, engine running. Nowhere for either of you to go. That's the Slea Head Drive on a bad day. Completely avoidable though, and almost nobody plans for it. You're with Celtic Explorer. Let's get off the main road. Today we're building one perfect day on the Dingle Peninsula, out on Ireland's southwest tip. September light, empty pull-ins, and one simple trick that keeps those coaches off your bonnet all morning. Stay to the end, because there's one stoppie on this loop. Even people who've driven it twice still get wrong. I'll tell you exactly where to stand. Dingle sits out in County Kerry, and the Slea Head Drive is the loop that runs from the town around the very end of the peninsula and back, roughly 30 kilometers. On paper, that's nothing. You could rush it in an hour, please don't. Here's the correction the guidebooks bury. You drive this loop clockwise, not because it's prettier that way, though it is. You go clockwise because the tour coaches do. And on the narrow cliff sections, there's genuinely no room to pass one nose to nose. Follow the big buses, and you sit behind them instead of staring one down over a drop. Better still, the pull-ins line up on your side. So every photo stop is a gentle pull to the left, no cutting across traffic. The worst pinch is right at Slea Head itself, on the bend by the little stream, where a coach and a hire car meet and the whole loop backs up behind them. Going the same way, you're never that car. Then there's the calendar. Come in September and half the problem solves itself. Once the schools go back, the tour traffic thins right out. The light turns long and gold by late afternoon, and the car parks that overflow in July have space by mid-morning. Shoulder season on this coast is the quiet luxury nobody charges you for. Set off from town by 9, and you'll round Slea Head before the first coaches have even left Killarney. Start in the town itself, and Daingean in Irish. It's a proper working harbour, painted shop fronts, boats coming in, and more pubs than seems strictly reasonable for its size. Grab a coffee and something for the glove box here, because once you're on the loop, the shops run out fast. Head west and your first stop is Ventry, a long sheltered curve of sand. Good for a quick leg stretch. Keep going and the road climbs and tightens, and you reach Dunbeg, an Iron Age fort clinging to the cliff edge. It's had trouble with coastal erosion over the years, so check it's actually open before you bank on going in. A little further on, you hit the beehive huts, Clockwise in Irish, dry stone dwellings built without a drop of mortar, and some of them are over 1,000 years old. A few sit on private farmland with a small honesty box if you want to walk up close, and as of publication that's €1 or €2, so check before you travel. Worth it, and in September you'll likely have them to yourself. This is the Dingle nobody puts on a postcard. Now the main event. You round the headland at Slea Head, and a white crucifix marks the bend at the most westerly point of the whole drive. Out to sea lie the Blasket Islands, low and green and empty. People lived out there until 1953, when the last of them were brought ashore for good. On a clear evening, that's the final scrap of land before America, and standing there you feel it. Just past the head, the road dips to Coumeenoole strand. Film fans, this is where they shot Ryan's daughter back in 1970. Steep steps down and strong currents at the bottom, so treat it as a paddle and photos beach, never a swimming one. Then comes Dunquin, and the question of the day, do you take the boat? The Blasket ferry leaves Dunquin pier, about a 20-minute hop across to the Great Blasket. Here's my honest verdict. If it's a settled, clear day and you can spare 4 hours, go. The island's deserted now, just a ruined village, the seals hauled out on the strand, and the memory of the writers who lived there. If the sea's up, the boat simply doesn't sail, and in the shoulder season the timetable tightens, with the whole thing winding down around the end of September. So check before you travel, and always have a plan B. On a packed one-day loop though, I'd admire it from the cliff top and keep moving. And Dunquin is where I keep my promise about that one stop. The pier here is the one you've seen 100 times. A thin ribbon of path, zigzagging down the cliff to the water. Everyone wants a shot, so everyone drives down the ramp to get it, and that's exactly the mistake. Down at the bottom, you're standing in the photo, not taking it, and you're blocking the little cart track the ferry actually uses. The view people mean is from a small pull-in up on the road above, looking straight down. Park at the top, walk to the rail, and there it is. Leave the pier to the boats. From Dunquin, the loop swings north and back toward home, and there's one more stop worth your time. Gallarus Oratory. A tiny stone church, shaped like an upturned hull, built dry stone like the beehive huts, and still bone dry inside after more than 1,000 years. It sits just off the road, free to look at, and it takes 10 minutes. Then the lane rolls you gently back into Dingle. Close the circuit, and you could call the day there. But if the sky's still behaving, don't. Point the car up the Conor Pass instead. It's the highest surfaced mountain pass in the whole country, climbing to around 456 meters. And the road hauls you out of town in a run of tight, single-lane switchbacks. Rock wall on one shoulder, a long, open drop on the other. One firm warning before you commit. It's narrow and traffic runs both ways, so meet a car at a pinch point and one of you is reversing to the nearest lay-by. There are weight and length limits too, which keep the coaches and campervans off it altogether. That's a big part of why it stays so quiet. From the car park at the summit, you look back over the entire peninsula. Lakes strung out below you, the bay beyond, and in the low September light, it's the finish this day has earned. Right, the practical bit. As of publication, here's what to sort before you set off, and do double check all of it, because prices and times drift. Fuel and cash up in Dingle before the loop, because there's precious little of either out west. The Slea Head roads are public and free to drive, but they're narrow and single lane in places. So if tight lanes aren't your thing, go slow and lean on the pull-ins. Give the day room, a full, unhurried one. Not a spare hour squeezed between other places. And pack for 4 seasons in the one afternoon, because Kerry will happily serve up all of them. Want the Blasket boat? Book ahead, then ring the operator that morning about the sea state. If you need a wet weather backup, Dingle has an aquarium and a working distillery in the town, though you'll want to check the hours and prices before you rock up. And the harbour that a certain famous dolphin once made his home still does a lovely evening, even though he vanished back in 2020. Pick a pub with a bit of music and let the whole day settle. That's the road for today. If it saved you a wrong turn, you know what to do. Slán.